Good morning, Ozark Electric. It's May. It's the first part of May. This weekend is Mother's Day, so I'd like to take a few seconds and I would like to congratulate all the mothers that we have on our system and the wonderful job that you do. You're so special to so many people. I'd like to say a special Mother's Day to my mom and the hard work ethic that she exhibited throughout my life and all of her care for me, her patience with me. I could be ornery at times, and so happy Mother's Day, Mom. I'd like to say happy Mother's Day to my incredible wife. I love doing life with her and watching her be a mother to our grown children now and the investment that she's made in all of our kids. And she does that with her nieces, our nephews, kids at church, and everything else. And so enjoy Mother's Day. Take a breather, rest. Let folks that love you spoil you. I know sometimes it's hard to do that, but I'm giving you permission to do it this weekend. Now, talk to you a little bit about what's going on at Ozark Electric. Here just recently we wrapped up our triennial survey. So every 3 years we have an agency come in and contact a sector of our membership and try to get a good, healthy number of those done. And then they report those numbers to us. And I'm happy to say that we're trending in the right direction. We improved by 3 points from 2019 to 2022 and are having a consumer survey result of 87%, which is a very, very strong number. It's above average, and so I want to thank you for participating in that. I know sometimes it's a hassle or it's interrupting your day, but the time that you take to fill that out helps us know what we want to try to do in prioritizing providing service to you in the manner in which you would expect it. Okay, so thank you so much for those great numbers. We're going to continue to try and drive that number up, and in 3 years from now, I'd like to be able to report that has taken another bump in the right direction. Spending. We just wrapped up 4 months of Ozark Electric, and usually, our what we do is there's a heavy front-loaded spending on the first part of the year because everybody's just ready to go and get those things going. And so the primary thing that is a driver for us in our spending is buying energy. Buying it, then delivering it to you. So that's an expenditure that we've got. So sales remain good, and they are, they're in that historical trend that we expect. So we haven't seen anything that has surprised us or knocked us down or off of our trajectory for what we do for that. Another thing is right away. What I've found out through COVID, there were a lot of things that were adjusted, right? Workforces through quarantines and those kinds of things. And our contractors for right away were no different. They faced those same kind of challenges. And so what happened, the trees, the brush, the things that interfere with the delivery of electricity uninterrupted to you, they didn't care COVID was going on. So that stuff continued to grow, encroach, and get too close to our lines and can provide times when it's going to interrupt your power. So on the backside of that, the director board has taken action to bring on another contractor. And I've told you about this, I think, last year when we were doing that. But we've kept that going for this immediate future, and it may be a long-standing commitment to have two entities taking care of our 5,000 miles of line and keeping the timber back from it so that we can continue to have uninterrupted power or the very least interruptions due to overgrowth. We had 72 of those last year. And that's a good number for a system our size, but we would like to drive that number down and eliminate would be wonderful any outages due to right-of-way or trees or any of that kind of stuff happening. And so that's there. Again, materials, we're continuing to order them and try and get on the books to get that stuff because the lead times are they're way out there. We keep budgeting for the rotation of replacing our trucks to keep them reliable. Just to let you know, here we're in 2022, and if we place an order for one of our big digger trucks, those are the ones that haul the poles to the job site, and they've got the core barrels or augers on them to put the poles in. If we order one of those today, we can expect delivery in 2025. And so you can see the challenge of appointing those dollars in the budget, not knowing exactly when those are going to fall, getting on the books with our vendors and the folks that we buy that our trucks from. And so it gets to be a bit of a challenge to do that in a timely fashion. So we're trying to continue to effort that. And then also, if you've driven by headquarters in the last week, you see some equipment running around. You see that we've got part of our entryway and parking lot taped off because our renovation project for headquarters is underway. And so we're going to try to, through our social media outlets and through announcements that we can make, keep you apprised as to the progress, where we stand in that. Completion is supposed to be done by the end of October. So that's going to be you're going to see it all through the summer as we get our pitched roof and other renovations to our building to take care of it for the future underway. So sometimes the lobby will be closed, sometimes the drive-through will be closed, but that's for your safety. We don't want to have an accident or try to congest a work site with too many vehicles or pedestrians or any of that kind of stuff. So we're looking out for you when we're doing that. I apologize for any inconvenience that it might bring to you in trying to take care of conducting your business with us. But we're going to communicate that as best as we can. And then lastly, I'm going to touch real quickly on annual meeting. I think with where we're at with COVID, any other variants and mandates for those kinds of things, we're gearing up for an in-person annual meeting. It's been 2 years, not 10, but 2 years since we've been able to do that. And just like last year, if we spike or if something were to make another roll, then we'll make an executive session with the board's input on, hey, if we need to go back to a drive-through only for everyone's safety, we will completely do that. So we will keep in touch with you. We'll keep updating you on that. As we have elections or bylaws or any of that kind of stuff that leads up, we'll put that out to you so that you are aware of it. I think that was the sprint. I think you're kind of caught up, and so that will conclude what I need to cover with you today. I look forward to sitting down with you again next month and giving you an update. Until then, again, happy Mother's Day, and love on your mothers. Let them know what a great job they've done, and enjoy the month of May. We'll see you next month.